Hello. This week is number 12, looks just like you. And it's not about cloning, like I said. It's about a weird sort of conformity transformation. It opens up with this shot of their house, the main protagonist's house. And they have a sort of hanging screen with two options that she's choosing from. And if you look, you can see that it's been superimposed in post-production, so the screen actually shakes. In the rather close-ups of only that screen, when there are no other elements, just the frame and the two models, that's not the case because it's a still. But in the first one, you can see shake. So when she looks in the photo album and looks at her mom, that's a picture of the actress who plays the daughter, but in a wig. So you can see the family resemblance, which is a bit like what Ripley in Aliens gets through on the. If you look at the director's cut, there's a picture of her daughter who is now old, and that's a picture of Sigourney Weaver's mother, so that you can see the family resemblance. This is the year 2000, so far off into the distant future. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in the Twilight Zone. The Dr. Rex talks about these revolting skin eruptions. Oh my, revolting skin eruptions. Sure, but if you're 19, you would have gone through a bunch of that already, so I don't really see that. And Rex, the character Rex, has this, he rests his pinky on his lower lip like that, which is something that we see in Austin Powers and Dr. Evil does that. I guess it comes from this episode. He just sort of walks around with this pinky up, and then all of a sudden he goes, It's very weird affectation. But it is important because you have to tell these characters apart. So one has an accent and one has this thing and the other one does not. And they all have their names. It would, of course, be incredibly difficult to persecute anyone for any crime going by witness testimony, because all they'd have to do is either remove their name tag or wear someone else's, and you wouldn't be able to tell them apart. It's a bit weird. So the psychology doctor is a Professor Sigmund Freund. Of course, it's Freud. Freunde is German for friend. So, of course, they would choose that name. And he has an emblem and an accent so that you can tell him apart from everyone else. Val has this creepy line. She says, life is pretty, life is fun, I am all and all is one. And I think they could have driven that home more strongly by having other people say it, sort of like a mantra, sort of the conformity thing of it. And the conformity is what keeps this together. This is a lot like Eye of the Beholder in season 2, episode 6, with the face reconstruction surgery and the bandages and stuff. And this is a lot like that when you force a conformity to it. And I think they could have used that little line more than once to sort of drive that point home. They talk about the Ganymede incident. We don't get to find out what that is. Ganymede is, of course, a moon off Jupiter or Saturn, sorry. And it's one of the ones, they didn't know that then, but we know that now, that actually might be kind of interesting. It might actually be somewhere we could possibly set up shop at some point in the future. Some of the music from this episode is actually from the 1956 radio drama Brave New World. Yeah, that one, The Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And it has 2 or 3 uses of a lovely split screen where you have sort of one character on one side and then another character sort of walking in. It's a bit weird, but it works. And I like it, and they've paid very good attention to it. There's one particular incident where Val and Mallory's walking into a room and another number 12 is walking out, and the split screen is in sort of halfway through the door, and they would have intersected, but they cut away just before the other number 12 reaches the door. I like how they've made that happen. So the next episode is Black Leather Jackets, and it's a weird sort of alien tale, I guess. But for now, I'm going to leave you before you all change into looking like me, and wish you a great day. Take care now. Bye.